Good morning, PotCoins. Today is Sunday, 12 April 2015. We are currently on block 72, 99, 77 of the Pot chain. Here's what's been going on this week. This week, I'm doing a Skype interview with Jesse from the 420 Alliance Joint Force. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Jesse Couch. I got into Bitcoin a while ago. I just really liked all crypto coins. I loved marijuana, so of course, naturally, I loved all the marijuana coins. I loved PotCoin. PotCoin systems with the Pot wallet, their ATMs, I think are making great progress towards creating a DAO-like structure.
You said DAO. That's a very new concept that people might not be familiar with. Can you explain that some more?
A DAO, for people who are unfamiliar with the term, is a decentralized autonomous object. So even though I'm operating how participants interact, I have no control over what happens. The DAO management system would actually decide what happens with the Bitcoins that are raised. So the DAO management system allows for there to be research done, people to peer review that research. There could be voting systems. And so in the end, the decision that's made of where this Bitcoin will be spent, what it will be used for, should be quite obvious to most people.
So the crypto space is split down the middle between those that want complete transparency and complete anonymity. How do you think these concepts can work together instead of competing?
So because this is a business, they definitely need to be transparent. Whether the users come in and who purchase things, they can be as anonymous as they want. But I think businesses need to be fully transparent about what they're doing. The DAO management system fully supports anonymous supporters or public supporters. So one of the great things about this DAO is that the technology management system of the DAO can now replace any of the decision-making roles. So the owner, the boss, the CEO, there's no real need for these type of people in the DAO system. We need to improve the system over traditional businesses, traditional jobs, improve the system, build trust, get rid of corruption in businesses, and create new jobs, new crypto jobs.
It sounds like you're trying to embrace both aspects, anonymity for the users and transparency for the business.
Yes, of course, transparency, full transparency about everything. This will be a fully legal operation. We'll be paying our taxes. Everybody will be able to see what's going on. This is the future of jobs. This is where jobs are going to be created in North America. This is a very exciting time for North America with DAOs.
Okay, let's get back to the specifics of the 420 Alliance Joint Force. What exactly is it going to do?
So right now, what it's going to do is open up a brick and mortar store that will exclusively sell for PotCoin and the other marijuana crypto coins.
You're up in Canada. Is that where the store is going to be?
Yes, it'll be opening up in Vancouver, Canada, in the entertainment district on Granville Street. It's an excellent place for the store, I believe. Lots of foot traffic, pretty targeted marketing right there. And with the decline of the Canadian dollar, the store value compared to Bitcoin has dropped substantially.
That sounds like a lot of work to get started. Do you have a timeline that you're working with?
The timeline for the store to be open is in roughly 2 months from today.
2 months sounds really quick. How many people do you have working on this with you?
We have a team of 5 people currently who are public, and for anonymous supporters, we probably have over 100. It's hard to know, though, with the anonymous people.
So this DAO is a business, and businesses need investors, and investors need a return on their investment. How does that work?
We'll be accepting Bitcoins to an address. You would then make sure to back up your Bitcoin wallet private keys, which you should be doing even if you don't participate in such a thing. The store will be exclusively accepting PotCoin and the other marijuana coins. Those coins will be collected and sent back at the end of the cycle in proportion to how much Bitcoin that public address gave to the system. We will also be supporting people that want to have Bitcoins returned to them at the end of this DAO trial. So if you do not participate in the part where you get your marijuana coins returned to you, your marijuana coins will be auctioned off and the Bitcoins will be returned to the address that sent them to the DAO. And to go further on this transparency, you will be getting in on this franchise from day one. There is no backdoor deals about some owner or CEO owning a large percentage of this thing. Everyone will see when people got in through their Bitcoin address. And so you're getting in right away from day one on a franchise. We do have 3 people lined up if this idea succeeds who are interested in running another 420 Alliance DAO in a different city, in Chicago, in Europe, in LA. So this is really exciting.
All this sounds great in theory, but one problem that has been hard to overcome for people new to the crypto space is how do they get PotCoins or Bitcoins?
Well, my hope is that PotCoin with their ATMs could be a leader in the store. If we have an ATM directly in the store, it should be very simple to get the crypto coins. Myself, I'll be at the store training users how to get into crypto, which for me is one of the most exciting parts of this whole idea. So we can bring new users into crypto coins, which I think is where the value really lies in the crypto coins, is getting the users to use it. We are working with CryptoCare, who has a sales team to set you up with a laptop, a printer, some USB keys, some SD drives, and we have some technical support who will be able to team viewer onto your computer and fully handle everything for you. So even the newest investor can get in on this.
Everything you're doing sounds like it has a lot of potential, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it develops. But wrapping up, do you have any last words or shout-outs?
A shout out to PotCoin for doing all their great work. The system that they're building, I think, is going to work really well for the 420 Alliance Joint Force. Without that, we'd be accepting paper wallets and sweeping them into our computer. Some shout outs to PotCoin for all that they've done in this.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to Skype. If you want any more info, I'll have the links in the description below, and anyone interested in investing, the Bitcoin address, along with more details of how it works, will be up in a few days on the 15th. M-Bank is closing all of its cannabis-related accounts. This comes as a shock and a disappointment since M-Bank out of Oregon was one of the only banks enthusiastically trying to help marijuana businesses. Anyone that has been keeping up with M-Bank should have seen this coming. A huge red flag was when M-Bank attempted to expand their operations to Colorado and gave up after the first week. The bank claims that the cost of compliance is too much for them to handle. Jeff Baker, CEO of M-Bank, recently said in an interview, "We just do not have the resources to manage the compliance necessary. This is not what we want to do, this is what we have to do. We got into this business to serve an unserved group, and I wish we could still do that. It's going to take a large bank with a lot of resources." He might be right. It might only be possible if the largest banks get into this. Or he might be completely wrong, and no bank will be the right answer. If banks can't or won't work with marijuana business, then the best solution is embracing cryptocurrencies. This is one of the main reasons that cryptocurrencies exist, to do what banks can't or won't do. I was recently contacted by the CryptoTarian. It's a news aggregate site that has loads of crypto-related articles, and they also have a YouTube page with tutorials and stuff. This is a one-stop shop for most crypto-related info. The goal of the site is to help people make better choices when getting involved with crypto, and the best way to make better choices is to have more information. For full disclosure, I was offered a few thousand Dogecoins to promote this site. I don't do advertising, I only accept donations. And I would have mentioned the site anyway, because I support the growing crypto space. And anyone that takes the time to contact me and tell me what they're working on will get some mention if it seems worthwhile. And the CryptoTarian is definitely worth your while. A link will be in the description below. That's it for this edition of Mad PotCoins. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Fuck, that was well done.